everyone. I welcome you all, our amazing audience, to our super amazing podcast. We all are the students of OMB International School.
Myself, Navya Chaudhary, your host, and today we are going to discuss about the biggest international day, that is World Environment Day.
Welcome everyone to our panel discussion, and today we have a pleasure of being joined by a group of passionate and insightful students of our school.
Let's meet our panelists. Disha Yadav, Srishti Upadhyay, Ananya Sharma of class 10, Varshika Singh, Nandini Upadhyay, and Gauri Chaudhary of class 9, and Khushi Chaudhary of class 12.
These students are eager to share their combined perspective on World Environment Day. Let's hear from them and learn from their insights.
I'm very excited to hear their combined perspective. Are you excited too?
Yes,
I am excited.
As we know, World Environment Day is the biggest international day observed annually on June 5th. And this day brings together millions of people across the globe. There are a lot of causes about environmental degradation like pollution, deforestation, overconsumption, and also the improper waste management, which leading to the pollution. So this podcast is to make awareness and implement some actions to protect our environment.
So let's discuss with our panelists. So Disha, my first counter is for you. What do you think? Why World Environment is important?
Thank you, Navya, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to share my opinion on World Environment Day. As we all know that it is celebrated on 5th of June. It is not a date or a calendar, it's called to action. Navya, as you asked me a very curious question, I am very excited to answer this question. World Environment Day is important because it raises awareness about environmental issues and encourages our action to protect our planet.
Do you know about UNEP?
No, we have no idea.
No problem, let me answer. UNEP is an organization which encourages individual, community, business, government to take a collective action to protect our environment. Now, I will brief about the history of World Environment Day. Are you eager to know it?
Yes.
Okay, I will explain. The World Environment Day was established in 1972 by the United Nations during the Stockholm Conference. The first ever Environment Day was held on 1974 in the city of USA.
All right, Disha. And how does it impact global awareness?
It significantly impacts global awareness by serving as a platform to raise awareness by pressing environmental issues, encourage sustainable practice and catalyze policy, discussion, commitment, etc.
Thank you so much, Disha, for sharing your thoughts. Thank you so much.
Just remember a cool and surprising fact about environment. Are you guys interested?
Interesting.
So do you know, guys, trees are not the greatest producer of oxygen, but in reality only 28% of oxygen is produced by trees and 50 to 70% of oxygen is produced by algae, especially phytoplankton in the oceans. Oh, that's surprising.
Surprising. Okay, let's back to our main conversation. So Srishti, could you please tell our audience what is the theme of Environmental Day this year and why is it significant?
First of all, thank you host for asking me such a thoughtful question, and I really appreciate the chance to share my inspiration on World Environment Day. See, we all know that the plastic stuffs are used in our daily livelihood. That's why the World Environment Day of 2025, this theme highlights and addresses the issues of plastic pollution that cover the every part of our beautiful Mother Earth.
The significance of this theme is to take action for individuals, organizations, industries and government for to adopt a sustainable action.
Do you all know about what is Combating Plastic Pollution Movement?
No.
The Combating Plastic Pollution Movement is a collective effort to reduce the harmful plastic pollution,
Mitigate their harmful effects. I'm remembering some more real life examples. Do you know about the sea turtles?
Yes,
we know. Sea turtles get debris in a plastic, and some fishes also lead to get injured and harmful by plastic, and humans get eat them and potentially harm their own health.
Yeah, Srishti, that's great. Plastic causes long-term pollution to our environment, so we have to need focus on such a serious issue.
When I see these examples, I was surprised. What is happening? And in the end, I would like to say to all, we must to take action for this, and we need to take action. Environment is our treasure of our life, and we are the children of nature. So it's our duty to protect our mother nature. So Varshika, could you please tell our audience some simple actions that individual can take to promote a healthier environment?
Thank you, host, for selecting me for this curious question, and I am very serious to answer this. Yes, a lot. Individual can make a difference by reducing single-use plastics, conserving water, using energy-efficient appliances, planting trees.
Shika, if plants and Wi-Fi signals, people would start planting more trees.
That's a good idea, but it's not possible. And we can support local and sustainable products and educating others about environmental issues. Now I will brief about some simple actions that individuals can take to contribute to a healthier environment. So the actions are: install a rain barrel to collect rainwater used in gardens or for outdoor cleaning, reducing water consumption. Compost organic waste. Composting kitchen scraps and yard waste reduces landfill use and produces nutrient-rich soil. Conserve water. This is very important nowadays. Fix leaks, turn off taps when not in use. We should use a bucket or tub instead of a shower. Educate and advocate. Share knowledge, participate in cleanup drives or conservation efforts. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Minimize waste by reusing items, recycling materials like paper, glass and plastics, reducing single-use products, planting trees or gardening. Avoid plastic. Use reusable bags, bottles and containers instead of disposable plastic ones. Opt for digital. This means opting for digital receipts, statements and documents to save trees and reduce waste. Save energy. Use energy efficient appliances, switch off lights when not in use, and this reduces energy consumption. And at last, I am telling you a fact. As we all know, we are students and are using NCERT books. These NCERT books made from recycling paper. So this is the best example of recycling in our daily life.
Yes. Thank you, Varshika. I have no idea about that NCERT books are made from recycled paper. That's an amazing example in our day-to-day life. Thank you so much. I just remember something. Have you all heard about hemlock tree? No, we have no idea. Okay, no problem. Let me explain you. It is a poisonous tree. If person eats its leaf, an automatic smell will appear on his face. The reason behind that, this tree leaves tightens our facial muscle, and it seems us to that the person laugh on his own that. Now, in earlier time in Europe, the extract of this tree was given to old parents to make them die. How horrible and painful it was.
Yes, it seems like it was very horrible and terrifying.
Yes, let's back to our main conversation. So Nandini, we often see that climate change make a great impact on pupils, especially vulnerable regions. So could you please tell our audience how does climate change make an impact on pupils, especially in vulnerable regions? Thank you, host, for asking me this very serious question. I am excited to answer this question. Climate change impacts communities, especially vulnerable regions. These communities take increased risk from heat wave, drought, floods, and other climate-related hazards. Climate change leads to more frequent heat waves, which are dangerous for people and children. It's also increased the risk of respiratory diseases. You know, drought and flood can disturb our agriculture, leading to food shortage and increasing food prices in vulnerable regions. And climate change leads to severe drought, reducing ability of water for drinking, sanitation, agriculture. They can lead to water-related conflict as diseases outbreaks. Even climate-related hazards destroy our homes, businesses, as communities. It's leading to hardships and displacement. As climate increases our tensions over resources such as land, water.
You know, many diseases are caused by environmental changes like air pollution, which causes cough, asthma, UV radiations, causes sunburns and skin cancer. These communities change like society and ecosystem.
Climate change causes pollution and causes many diseases like asthma. So we have to focus on environmental and to promote a healthier and sustainable future. So thank you so much.
So Khushi, my next counter is for you. So could you please tell our audience what role do government and corporation plays in protecting our environment?
Navya, of course, I can tell. First of all, thank you so much for asking me this interesting and factual question. I would love to answer it. As we all know, government and corporation are not just players. They are game changers. They can change game like this. They can change game in a second, everywhere and anytime, as we all know. And governments holds the power of policies. They can ban plastic and invest in green forests as they did by planting more than 500 million trees across all over the India.
Yes.
In investing green forests, in wildlife, and also they can enforce strict pollution law through agencies like EPA. And we all know that when governments take action, whole world take it seriously and listens too. And while we talk about corporations are creating awareness for protecting the environment. They shape how we live, what we buy, and even what we believe in normals. You know, and they are doing all possible things to make a better world. Then why shouldn't we? We need to understand that it's all our responsibility to make a better world together.
Yeah, it's our responsibility, not government, to create a healthier and better environment.
We need to cooperate with them, right? Imagine the impact of converting eco-friendly packaging instead of plastic stuff. You know, plastic stuff is very bad and harmful for environment. And by changing the trend of eco-friendly packaging instead of plastic stuff, the impact of that thing is a great impact, which is like we are using now in our daily life eco-friendly packaging, which is very good for environment, right? And we all know when government and corporations work together, real things happen, real changes happen. But so many people think, I mean telling the mentality of people. People think what they think, like they think that it's only responsibility of government and corporation. So I want to remind them, they are not just their responsibility. Every people was sitting and just thinking, we would take action, we will take action, but they are not doing anything. But they can do one thing. You know what? They can do one thing by cooperating with government and corporations. Yes, you're right. Yes. You're right. And they have to understand and they have to choose future over fear, action over excuses, and more important, planet over protest. As we all know, we all see in our surrounding that everybody in the world is creating protests, creating violence around everywhere, right? This is not right. This is very bad. Because corporations and government settling the best example of leadership. And we are not creating leadership. We are creating violence and protest, which is very bad. We can't make a world better by doing these things, by doing violence, by creating protest. No, we can't. We have to remind these things again and again. Then Earth is not just our planet. It's our home. We are living here. We are using that. So it's our responsibility to clean it. Exactly like our home. And can you all imagine, guys, a world without trees, without fresh air, without fresh water, even without creatures?
We can't. It is impossible.
Yes, because we know that if humans have to live, they need a fresh water, fresh air. Exactly like this, Earth deserves better treatment. Earth deserves a better and good treatment, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And as we all know, as we study in our books, Newton's third law, which says that every action has an equal and opposite reaction, right? So what we give is what we get. So don't blame anything that you are getting this. You are giving first, then you are getting this. You know, what you give to nature, nature will give you same thing without any interest in free.
Yeah, you are right.
It will not take any kind of cost. It will give you. Right? So at the end, I want to say that we have to make world beautiful together. Okay? We have to make world beautiful together. Yeah, thank you so much, Khushi. That this is a very great government doing so many things.
Yes.
So it's our duty to cooperate with government as well as for promote a healthier and better environment.
Nowadays, technology plays a crucial role in our life, and we are fully dependent on technology. So, what do you think? Can technology help us to fight with our environmental degradation?
Yeah, why not? Thank you so much, Navya, for asking me such a serious and thoughtful question, and I'm eager to answer it. So as we all know that we are living in the era of AI, and the relationship between the technology and the environment is undoubtedly indisputable and quite complex. Since depending on how it is used, it can either be harmful or beneficial to our better planet. Technology is a double-edged sword which has both positive and negative aspects. As we know that this year the theme of the Environment Day is combating plastic pollution, and our government has taken many actions to beat plastic pollution. It had banned the single use of plastic by implementing EPR. Are you all aware about EPR?
No, we have no idea.
Okay, no problem. Let me tell you. EPR is the Extended Producer Responsibility. So as I told you that it had banned the single use of plastic by implementing EPR laws, recycling alternative materials, and also our government started making reusable plastic bottles. In future, it may be possible that the plastic may be decomposed into the hydrocarbon fuel which will use in the vehicles and that helps in the reduction of air pollution. The government often modifies the petrol cars to run on CNG for a few key reasons. Because petrol is a non-renewable resource which will get exhaust after a few years of continuous use. So to protect or conserve this precious, or you can say essential resource for the future generation, our government has decided to modify the petrol cars into the CNG ones. CNG cars have many benefits. It reduces the air pollution, it promotes cleaner transportation, and also it produces fewer harmful emissions like carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxide. So, an add-on, our government has also started making EVs, electric vehicles.
Yes, of
course. That help in the reduction of air pollution. And also it saves on fuel cost, and it also reduces the noise pollution as there is no engine under the hood. By ensuring that technology is used ethically and responsibly, we will be ensuring a greater, safer and healthier environment for ourselves, for the others and for the future generation, while still enjoying the modern conveniences. So at last, we can say that technology is not just a tool. It is a catalyst in our fight against the environmental degradation.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ananya, for sharing your wonderful and insightful with our audience. Thank you so much. Gauri, I have recently read about that Tamil Nadu government implements some factories to combating plastic by changing it into fabric just like t-shirts. So could you please tell some stories, some success stories or positive trends that about environmental degradation?
Yes, of course. First of all, thank you, Navya, for giving me opportunity to share my opinion about it. So there are so many successful stories and positive trends in global environment conservation. But I would like to discuss about the most inspiring and successful story of Mr. Raj Gopal Vasudeva. Have you ever heard about him?
Yeah, I know very well. He is a great and creative person and also an Indian scientist.
Yes, as you know, he's an Indian scientist who mainly focused on plastic waste. Except him, there are so many people who devoted themselves towards nature and give their best for environment. I remember some names like Rajendra Singh, Mrs. Medha Patkar, Mrs. Kinkari Devi. Except him, there are many members which give their best towards the nature. But I am inspired with the story of Mr. Raj Gopal Vasudeva.
Why? Something is special about him?
Yes, because he addressed the significant problem of plastic waste. And the way he recycled it was outstanding. He constructed roads, and not just construct roads, he constructed more durable, better and cost-effective roads. That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
So that's my story.
So could you share some another stories?
Yes, I can tell you one another story. It is about advancement in recycling plastic. Researchers in Japan developed a new enzyme which is capable to break down the commonly used plastic like PET. This makes recycling more effective and also turning the before non-reusable material into a useful material. That's great.
Yeah, that's great. As you share the story of Mr. Raj Gopalan Vasudevan, who created a lasting growth from recycled plastic pollution. And as you mentioned that Japanese scientists discovered some enzymes that break down the PET plastic. That's all fantastic.
Yes. Wait. I just remember one another story. I think you must listen it.
Yeah, please. I'm
very excited to hear it. It is about India's massive reforestation initiative. In 2024, India undertook world's most reforestation initiative by planting more than 500 million trees.
great.
Yes, this enhances the biodiversity, also improve the air quality in both urban and rural areas.
And this program is supported by the local communities, businesses and schools. So that's it from my side and hope you find something new.
Thank you so much everybody for sharing your insights with us. It was a serious talk. Let's take a place together. Okay, let's start. We tackling our plastic pollution.
We tackling our plastic pollution
By reducing our footprints
by reducing our footprints
and supporting the businesses who minimize theirs.
and supporting the businesses who minimize theirs.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.